buông ngô đa bên quét cả trọng kênh buông ngô đa bên ngô béo quét trọng to cú dal cái chuột buông ngô đa một cú thọ pin quét thấy em mi chặt tin cú dia trọng kênh buông ngô đa bên quét cả trọng kênh buông ngô đa bên trọng ngô quy ra bên nhân chi điên trọng ngô quy ra cú bé to cú coi chiêu ngô đa loạt riêng trọng kênh buông ngô đa bên quét cả trọng kênh buông ngô đa bên coi người già đại riêng cô coi lì gà đại trong này cho cái giam trong ở buông ngô coi mà trong ở buông nào trong ở buông ngô cái kia trong ở buông nào cả đuôi coi các thọ từ trong qua cái gì chơi lấy nó mà bông đi đu cà bê mà khu đi đu cà bê quên mà ngã đi đu cà bê ta nó thọ từ trong tin nó chỉ cái ngay cái kê ta nó nè cái lan tin nó chỉ cái ngay cái kê cái trong chúa nóc ta cái lan chúa nóc ta đừng có nhìn nó có gì chọc ai chơi gì vậy nó luyện được cơ riêng đa nên nó quý cơ chol kaka ya koli na la kol kana ka buwe ku lok tren karinda yengo du ku yegeran kuran lok tren karinda etem ku yegeran kuran lok tren karinda kuwe galek tonken buongo daben cái kia trọng kênh buông ngô đa bên ông ngô bé quê trọng to của dal cái chuột một của cho pin quê trái em mi chặt tin của dia quạt các trọng kênh buông ngô đa bên của trong chaman cái cứ biết trong một coi đi tìm của bé gươm mi đi cho của dia qua cuối trận nó to tới trọng tin qua cuối trận nó cái láng tin này anh trong anh chaman quạt trong chaman cái cứ biết trong một coi đi ngô cô bé gươm mi đi cho cô dia qua cuối trận nó to tới trong tin qua cuối trận nó cái láng tin này anh trong anh chaman đi trong kênh buông ngô đa bên cô coi lì gam ngay chỉ cứ bị trong lôi rừng tem cái đại trong cô lết cả tia này tìm mầm qua gia giảm lẽ cô lết trong ran trong một cả bùa cô gia cái là ta đến qua chỉ cái rừng tian tin cái cầm mít bọt da bên bên cô gia cái luyện cả cái coi chỉ rừng yêu cô cả cái coi chỉ nhìn bal bị rừng nhai qua cuối cái hoa lê tim nó mà mình dùng cô chuar bring long way da bên cô trong cana bọt way chụp ai chết trong một con ngô phun riêng trong kênh buông ngô da bên quét cả trong kênh buông ngô da bên cái kia trong kênh buông ngô đa bên ngô bé quê trong to của dal cái chuột một của cho pin quê thấy em mi chặt tin của dia quét cả trong kênh buông ngô đa bên quê gà lép quê coi rubu coi chuyện riêng con cô lê trong coi ngốt quê gà bù rọt thuộc con quê cái giảm ram kênh tin cô ran đè tin qua chín tìm cái cha kia gin bài choa ngô bị trong yên nó qua chín tìm cái gin bài choa riêng trong kênh bậc ngô đa bên quét cả trong kênh buông ngô đa bên tan ra mà kê bị chỉ ngay ngoan nè tụi coi ya ghê ku karba chết theo cái đam ala kol le karba đam cả bằng ngay ngoan nè tụi coi ya ghê tan ra mà kê bị chỉ ngay ngoan nè tụi coi ya ghê ku karba chết theo cái đam ala kol le karba đam cả bằng ngay ngoan nè tụi coi ya ghê riêng trong kênh buông ngô đa bên.
All right. Okay, guys, welcome. Welcome to South Sudan Eagle Media and also to Lake Media. My name is Abraham Madid. Welcome to our Today Talk Show. There's a trending video in social media. There's a guy who beat up. Let me pull up. Who beat up a young man. So this is the guy right here. So his name is Ruai Kuol. So he beat up the guy because the person This guy right here is the guy who beat him up on the street in Juba, simply because this guy broke his car mirror, that he beat him up. You have seen how swallow his face is. This is unacceptable. So this kind of behaviors is unacceptable from Mr. Richard. You cannot take the law into your own hand. Simply somebody have broke your window car or car mirror. Before that, let me welcome everybody to our show. So welcome to this evening show. So the video that has been circulated in social media, so it's go virus. That's why I do this show to condemn this act, and we are calling for the authority in Juba to hold this person called Mr. Ishet Ruai responsible, because this is inhuman and this is unacceptable. And also, I learned that the guy is a police officer. Okay, so here is the letter that has public outcry and call out from General Aleu, yeah, we wish to raise a serious public concern regarding the allegation assault incident involved Rashid Ruai Kuol, also known as Ruai, reportedly police officers holding the rank of captain, listed among the recent promotion from Apuk. So this guy is a captain. He was promoted recently. This matter has generated a widespread public outcry and called for justice and accountability. Okay, that the police leadership can act soon as possible to hold this person, need to be arrested, need to hold accountable. This is the man. This is acceptable. So beat the guy with his I don't know, his stick. So carrying that is a weapon. I cannot believe if he carrying a gun or pistol in his hand, he probably going to shoot that guy, because the guy was so mad. Look, let me play the video very quick so you guys can see what I'm talking Okay, so have you guys can see the guy is mirror, the car mirror was damaged or broken. That's why he get upset and beat this young man. Okay, this is not acceptable. So should the guy need to be held responsible for this action, because no violence can be used, like beat the guy up if he lost his life. What should be the reason? You cannot take a law in your own hand. That is not a way that you as a police officers, you should, if somebody did that, you should call or arrest him, because you are a law. You are a police officer, so you should not take the law in your own hand. You should capture him and call other police officer nearby, or you take him to the police station because you are one of the police officers instead of you beat him up. So where's the law here? So we are calling the police in Juba to respond, and we are calling accountability. This is not a human, for beat the guy up because of the mirror. Like the damage is now. You can imagine. What if this guy lost his life? Only the mirror, okay? And you can replace the mirror, okay? But you cannot replace the life. This is how you see our South Sudanese as so they have anger management, okay? The guy, look in this picture, the guy is not normal. He's really mean. He's really ruthless, okay? So you cannot so you cannot take that thing in your own and you think that you are doing a right thing because the person has broken your car mirror. That thing alone, yeah, Jama. So we need to the government and the police officer, they need to do better than this. Okay, everybody. That's what we always say, that South Sudan is everybody's above the law. Everybody's above the law in South Sudan. For the guy just get out like that and beat the guy, the young man up on the street and leave him on the street lifeless. Huh? This is no longer just about the roadside dispute. This is real about the power, responsibility, and whether the individual is in position of influence, believe that they are above the law. Yeah, everybody. South Sudan, if you see you are a captain, you are a general, you are a MP, you are a government official, you are above the law. You can do whatever. You can even kill the person and you get away with it. What's the rule here? What's the rule of law? If the officers can do something like this, he should be arrested right away and get fired from his government position, because this is unacceptable. For doing this kind of insult, this is a criminal, and even should be behind the bar for the many years in prison. He should head up in those people who are locked up in the Blue House. He's one of the people who should be locked up in Blue House. And he should take this young man, if he survived, he should take to hospital and treat him. Okay. Now I heard that he came out in public. He was interviewed by iRadio, and he apologized. No, you should not be apologize for your action. Okay, apology is not enough for this stage. You should report yourself to the nearest police station, even the police station you are working on. So you should report yourself in, turn yourself in. Okay. And also Ministry Interior General Leuya, we called for him to arrest this guy. This put the bad image for the South Sudan government and for the law enforcement. Okay, if you guys are not taking care of this, this is bad. This is bad for you. This is bad for the country. This is bad for your government. So no one, regardless of ranking or position or influence, should be above the law. Failure to take this proper action risks undermine the public and confidence in the law enforcement in South Sudan. Okay. I respectfully urge the relevant authority, regardless General Leo, to take this case seriously, okay, and to make to hold this person individual accountable. This is what the law should be. And I'm really feel sorry for this young man, how the painful and beating he went through on this. So this should be the warning for the rest of those people who took or who take the law in their own hand, because you cannot do that. Only in South Sudan the police officers can take it. So this is condemnable. It's outrage. Okay, this is outrage. Okay, this should not be done. Okay, so the mirror is like the best of the mirror, like in America here or in anywhere. When you get into accident, leave alone the person who damaged your mirror, you will not just, if you get into accident, you cannot just jump out from the car and beat the guy up. The law is there. Call the police. The police come, and he will like if he broke that, he will, and you won't. He can. You don't have insurance. He can pay to fix your window, or your car mirror, instead of beat the guy up. If you did, you kill him. So what the point? Life of human life plus the mirror, car mirror. Which one is better here? But South Sudan people are so ruthless. Everybody's mean, hungry. People are eager to fight each other, killing one another like animals. Okay, people are die for nothing, because those people in power are abusing their power. These things should be condemnable. These things, those people in power should not take the law into their own hand. It is unbelievable. For the guy, when you see the video, Jama, beating the guy up, and bystander, they try to stop him, and the people are very weak. You should not, if the person is really beating him up, you should, bystander, you should wait in, or the guy is so big, he has muscles, so he can beat people up. No, you jump this dude up instead of beat the guy up, the person up. Human life is so easy to kill in South Sudan. Nobody care. Everybody die. People are dying for just something that people not die for, because simply everybody is above the law. It is a very sad to see. The government and the law enforcement, they have to do better than this. Okay? So I don't know. This guy is not, because he's a captain, so he's probably going to get away with it. But that's too bad. As a general public, we are calling for the law enforcement, for the government to hold this person for national security, or for MI to take this guy. Okay? All the law agency in Juba, they have to take this guy in custody. Okay? So this, we need a law should be forced in South Sudan. No anybody should be above the law. You cannot take the law into your own hand and you say that you get away from it. So as a general public, we are calling for accountability. We need a justice for this young man to be done. Okay? And if we go one young, this guy, he's a one young too. They kill each other. Tong, look quite bad, quite poor, that wall. Tin Paul bet kuchol Miro Arabia, but then in Bradnock. These are the things that not could be the guy, quite him God. So training this video, the guy, this person should be ashamed of himself. I went there the camera and I wait, Kumale, I'm gonna check enough. It is not enough, Jama. It is not enough. So for that, we wish this young man, a quick recovery. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, I hope he will feel better. And medical, hopefully he getting a medical treatment wherever he is. And I hope we wish him a quick recovery. And I hope, I'm calling for the family of the guy, or this young man, not to take. I know in Junub Sudan, whenever something like this, the family will be mad and take and go and get their revenge. No, do not do that. two wrong cannot make one right, you know. So do not do that. I'm calling the family of this young man. Do not take like you go and make it to be a rebellion because I know no mentality of our people. So if something happen like this, people will go out for rebellion and do more damages. So that's why we are calling for the law enforcement in Juba to hold this person responsible for his action. Okay. So yeah, I think Fred, I think he's from Tonj. I think that's what people were saying. So anyway, kan in the Cuba level one young guy, where you been, can actually went to Ganunum. Jimmy and Tiokan and when a captain in a Kumai, what a police is on. When he let the man Jabab Chitkan Benak, Moko Chimiro, like a dwang pay mirror bender. It should not be done like that, Yajama. You know, Sudan, you guys have a long way to go. If it is this guy should be like arrest and take it to take like a counseling, hunger management because he's so ruthless. His behavior is unacceptable. It has been condemning. We're more young diamond. Even quite well, you have to condemn co credential or how much. How indeed, one did it. How much? It should not be done like that. That's why we always call the South Sudan government. We need to do better on your justice system. Your justice system is so broken. There's no law in South Sudan. Everybody is above the law. What country is that? So we're calling the government of South Sudan to do better on his government system, his law system. There's nothing you can read in the law on the paper, and then nobody you cannot enforce the law. And those law enforcement are the above. They are the one who are abusing their power. They are the one who broken the law. How can you be a law enforcement while you broken the same law that you are doing to serve this public, this community, this country? For you to take your own law into your own hand, and you think that you are the all everything, you are a law, you are the law. No, that's not the way. Even the law that has been written should be held you are responsible for it too. But in South Sudan, you get away with everything. You can break the law, you can kill the person, and you'll get away because there's no law there. That is a very sad, Jama. When young, if you are human beings, you having a heart, you have to condemn these behaviors. Even though you are a family member or you're related to this guy, you have to condemn him. His behavior is unacceptable. Okay? Quite why can we about condemn is not cannot this thing's not in we if we can let this something like it can slide and there's no accountability, everything should be done. Everybody will go the same way. But if government of South Sudan step up, hold the person responsible for his action, the next person will say that they will think right, okay, if I do this, I will get in trouble. No, I don't want to do that. You know? And everybody can respect the law. So all of that have to be done. The government, we are calling General Aleo Ayeng to take this seriously, to take this person into custody and make the justice be served for this guy. So rule of the law must be respected by all means, regardless who you are, whether you are president, even President Salva Kiir should be not above the law. Nobody. That's why you have seen the president is. That's why the vice president is in house arrest and he's based in charge because he broke the law. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. So that is not South Sudan, that we need South Sudan to be a country of the law. Everybody must respect the law. Okay? You cannot take the law in your own hand by beating a person up on the street in the broad daylight. And if you can see the street, Ajama, the street full of the people, and you see how the person beating the young man up, it is very sad, heartbreaking. It is. So all of that we are calling for accountability. The person lay down life like this, going in. Look at it. Very sad indeed. This kind of behavior that should not be accepted. If something like this happen, it's very sad. You can see. So that's my point tonight. So this is the show. I'm doing this calling for the government of South Sudan and the law enforcement in Juba to hold this dude responsible. They need to be arrested. Okay, he cannot be. You have to take. You have to be held responsible. So the next time he will not do it again. He will not do it again. So we call for his arrest. Okay. So we call him for his arrest. So all of that, the victim. Okay. So the next time there's no any other victim can be treated the way this person treated the young guy, this boy right here. So for that, for you tonight, those of you who are watching tonight in Juba, if you are in the government, if you are MPs, if you are in government, whatever, this have to be condemned. Okay. If this person is sleeping outside tonight, he have not been arrested, and he been got interviewed by iRadio. Can you imagine? After he committed a crime. Yeah. Michael, yeah. So I read your comment, my brother. Yeah. So all of that, yeah, Jama, that is my call for this evening for the government of South Sudan to take this, the law enforcement, whether it's MI or national security or the police, other local police there, this guy will be arrested. He deserves to be arrested. Okay. So this is my show for evening, and I hope everybody those kind of some of you will think about why we did come up with something, because if we see something like this trending, something like this crime that's committed, and we not shed the light to make people awareness what happening, hold those people in the government or in the law enforcement or in the national security or in the MI or any or SSPDF, and they break the law, they have to be held responsible for it. Okay, If there's no accountability, if the government is not, or even law enforcement are not doing their job, we as a public have to come out to condemn and call for that individual to be arrested. Okay, that's what I always tell people, that do not take one. And that's why my disagreement with the opposition supporters, and whenever they say that they want to overthrow government by force and people are dying, I said this is where I disagree with them. You cannot take, like you said, that you overthrow the government by force. Many people will lose their life. Okay, if you want to change the government, do it in a peaceful means. Okay, go out, protest, or go to vote, support the election, and then you can vote and go and vote that government out and bring the new government you want. But you say that you want to take to force the government out by force and use the force, the government will use the force too, and then you will, many people, many civilians will lose their life. We are seeing this act, you know. So you guys need to do better than this. Cái coi giáo phật gia riau coi phật gia loanแล้วก็อันนั้นรถมันอย่างบ่ค่อยลุยกาตารถจีกว่าอันนั้นรถอันนั้นวนกว่าไว้ตีนวนจีรันวัวอย่าวันเงินเลยบิรานนอกไปเยอะอันจบเลยบิโลบัดเบราบันไอ้คนชิงบัดจอกูมาลุยกุรันกันเบบล้อเบกูเด้งวนชัวจับลุยนานน้องก็ชิงน้องก็ไปโชว์ That's how it works, but do not like beat the person up. Han took chi man tin nga yung manay han to when I dang tawag nang he will not be the same person again. Those injuries, they will hurt him for his rest of his life if he survive. Kupan Junub Sudan kan chinong ilaj ko the chin panaki pot punto. They tag lo ilaj. Akaya koi nok. Even though he survived now, the long run, those Antok to you better not before even reach his adult life with the up. Because Antoka. So our Junubin, they don't see that. The Monjang we targeting, you guys don't see that. It is a very painful. Other than that, that's my that's the message that I just want to let everybody know, and call the government of South Sudan and the law enforcement to hold this guy responsible. Other than that, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. So thank you guys.
Tonken buang odaben, wat ka tonken buang odaben, ngobe we tongtos kujal kechwat, bumodumod kutoping we tayem mi chatin kudia. Tonken buang odaben, wat ka tonken buang odaben, tonga wiran, benyen tirian tonga wiran, kubeto, bokachi ngodarwat, rin tonken buang odaben. Wet ka tonken buang odaben coi người ya dai rin ku coi liga dai tong na cho ke jam tong buang od coi ma tong buang no tong buang od kai kia tong buang no ka luel coi ka to de tong kwa ke gi chele no ma bong di du ka be ma ku di du ka be ku yin ma nga di du ka be dan to de tong tin na chi ngi ka ke dan na galan tin na chi ngi ka ke ku ke tong chuo nok ta ku ke lan chuo nok ta tin ka ni na ko ji chok ai che yi ye na lue ka e ring dan na wi ka chol ka ka ya koli na la kol kana ka buwe ku lok twen ka ring dan ye ngod ku ye gran kuran lok twen ka ring dan etem ku yegeran kuran loktuen karinda kuwegalek tonken buongo daben kaikye tonken buongo daben angobe we tongtot kujal kechwat bomodumot kutopi kweta yemi chatin kudia wat ka tonken buongo daben putom chaman ke kubitong ko ditem kubag mi di kudia qua cuối trận to trong tin qua cuối trận đã cái lắm tin này anh trông anh chăm ăn what trông chăm ăn cái bị trong coi đi ngột cô bé gươm mi đi cô đi qua cuối trận to trong tin qua cuối trận đã cái lắm tin này anh trông anh chăm ăn rin trong kênh buông ngô đã bên cô coi lì gam mấy cái bị trong lôi rin tem cái đại trong cô lek cắt ya ne tim nom qua jal jam alia kulle trong ran trong ngột ka buwa cô jal kala ta den war chi ke ring tian tin ke kamit pot da ben ben cô jal kelwel ka ke ko chi ring yo ku ka ke ko chi nyin bal bi ring nya qua cuối cơ hoa lê tim nó mà mê dòng cuối choar abring long way da ben của trong cana board way cho ai chết trong một con ngô pol rin trong cân buông ngô da ben quét cả trong cân buông ngô da ben cái chết trong cân buông ngô da ben ngô bê way trong thơ của dân cái chuột bùm một của topping way thấy mi chặt tin của dia quét cả trong cân buông ngô da ben we ga lep we coi